Hello, this is Rob, your stretch therapy coach. I want to show you a technique from the Roll Stretch program to help release your gluteus maximus, glute medius, piriformis, outside of the hip. Now, for those who have done my class, we know a stretch where we have a seat on the floor, back to the wall. We put our glute in the stretch. We pull the leg in to put this glute into stretch, and then we do contractions to trigger the stretch reflex for these muscles to release. We're going to go into a similar position using a foam roll to help trigger that release. Now, there's softer foam rolls. So if you're newer to foam rolling, there's softer foam rolls, and they advance as well. We can also use a massage ball. Now, the bigger the tool, more of that pressure gets dissipated. So the smaller, more of that pressure gets focused on that tender point, that trigger point. So I'll demonstrate using a little bit more advanced roll. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a seat on the roll. We're going to place one ankle to the opposite knee. That's going to now put the glute into stretch. So in this case, I'm putting my right glute into stretch. And I'm just rolling around to find a tender point. Now, right now, I'm keeping it dynamic, keeping it moving. There's two types of techniques we can use while rolling this muscle that's in stretch. If it's before a workout or before physical activity, you want to keep it dynamic, keep it moving to stimulate muscle contractions, to allow those muscle fibers to move freely. Now, if it's the end of your workout or end of the day or end of a work day, we can use a melting technique where we go into this position, we find your tender point or your trigger point, and we just rest in that position. We focus on a circular breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth, to let that tension melt away. Now, they say we should do this about 70% of the pain goes away. And then we can, of course, do that same thing on the other side. So we can lean to the other side. We want to put that muscle, our target muscle, the glute, into stretch. So we're going to place the ankle to the knee. Now my left glute is in stretch. And if I'm about to work out or go for a run, we can keep it dynamic, keep it moving, looking for any tender points. If it's the end of the day, we can, or after a workout, after a run, or after a long day at work, we can just practice a melting technique, focusing on that circular breathing, letting all that stress melt away. Now, if you have a massage ball, there's different types of massage ball. Larger ones, you also use a lacrosse ball. They're much cheaper, easier to find. You know, they're at Sport Check, and as you're about to check out, they're in the shelves there. There's also some with little nubs. The nubs stop the ball from rolling away. So there's different types of ball. Lacrosse balls are easy to find. Tennis balls are too soft because when you sit on them or apply pressure to them, they just get too squishy. So I'm going to use the big massage ball and putting that to the side. I'm stretching. Now putting my glute into stretch, and we can roll that around. I find the therapeutic dose, the technique that works best for you. It might be a nice soft roller. Whatever works for you, that's all that matters. When we're all done, we can bring that down, we can stand up and walk around. I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great